Let's now talk about safety. The number one rule in operating the laser cutter is that you do not operate the laser unattended. You want to be around the laser so that if any problem arises, you are there to address it right away. This is how you prevent fires from happening. Even materials that you're used to using can flame up at times. Sometimes this can be user error. For example, you set the wrong speed and power setting. If you set your speed too slow and your power too high, this can be a recipe for a fire. Another situation where a fire can happen is one where you are trying to cut out a circle, but you accidentally copied and pasted 10 circles on top of each other. Even though you'll only see one circle, the laser will see all 10 and repeatedly go over the same area over and over again, and this can cause a flame up. You want to be present and attentive during your laser cut operation so that if any of these situations happen, you can be right there to address them. Another very important rule is to only cut and engrave approved materials. If a material is not on the approved list, then it does not go in the laser. Always make sure the fume extractor and air assist is on when laser cutting. Get in the habit of making this part of your mental checklist before hitting the go button on the laser. Never cut or engrave PVC or vinyl, as these materials can release harmful gases. Always know what you're cutting. If you do not know what the material is, it does not go in the laser. When placing and removing materials, be careful not to hit the laser head. If you follow all the rules, we shouldn't ever get a fire. But if a situation does occur, I want you to be prepared on how to handle it. If you ever see anything that looks off, quickly call either the lab manager or one of the lab assistants over. If you see a material begin to flame up, simply hit the stop button on the laser, and this will stop the laser from firing. In most cases, the flame will extinguish by itself. However, if the flame persists, go ahead and open up the lid and spray the material with the water bottle next to the laser. Opening up the lid will automatically stop the laser from firing. Fire extinguishers are also kept by the laser if needed. There's a small fire extinguisher that puts out a clean agent that is easier to clean up. Next to the small fire extinguisher is also a bigger fire extinguisher. Remember to always monitor your work while it is cutting, and if you see anything of concern, call over the lab manager or lab assistant right away.